All right. How's everyone doing? Well, as you can see, finally, we're here. Got the foam hat back on. There's been some changes made in the college football landscapes. New conferences being created. Old conferences staying together. Old teams staying with new conferences staying with new conferences. But finally, it's time to do some picks. As you guys already know, I stick with the Big 12 teams first. I go ahead and pick a lot of the Big 12 games first, and then I go to the national landscape. The Big 12 edition of NCAA football doesn't start till 6 days. That's next Saturday, but it starts early at the 11 a.m. kickoff. We'll have North Dakota State at Iowa State on Fox Sports 1. I like Iowa State in this match. Remember, this is the same North Dakota State team that beat Kansas State, but I think that Iowa State, I think that they're going to remember that and they're going to be aware of that. The 2:30 game, West Virginia will take on number deuce and the New Poles, Alabama, in the Chick-fil-A Peach Kickoff. ESPN slash ABC, ESPN2 or ABC on the mirror image. It'll be on ABC here in Big 12 country. At 6 o'clock, there's 3 kickoffs at this particular time. Fox Sports Net will have Samford at TCU. I like TCU in this matchup. Some Fox Sports affiliates will also have Central Arkansas at Texas Tech on Fox Sports or Texas Tech TV. And then finally, Louisiana Tech will be at the number 3rd ranked Oklahoma Sooners. This game's on pay-per-view on Sooner Sports TV. I like Oklahoma. Staying in the Big 12. We're not done there yet, because 10 minutes later at 6:10 p.m. Central Time, Stephen F. Austin will go up to the Purple Apple of Manhattan at Kansas State, 21st ranked Kansas State on K-State TV. And then there's 2 nightcaps at 7 o'clock. University of Northern Texas will be at 24th ranked Texas on the Longhorn Network. I like Texas. And then the big boy, the big daddy, the game that everybody wants to see, Oklahoma State and number 1 Florida State in the Dallas Cowboy Kickoff Classic on ABC. I like number 1 Florida State. But we're not done there yet either, because on Sunday, a week from today, is the final game. Because at 7 o'clock, SMU will be at 10th ranked Baylor on Fox Sports 1. I like Baylor. That's all the Big 12 games. What about the national landscape? Well, the national landscape, it will start on Wednesday. Abilene Christian will be at Georgia State on ESPNU. I'm going to go with Georgia State in this matchup. On Thursday, the first ever SEC Network game will be on. Number 20th ranked Texas A&M will be going over to 9th ranked South Carolina on the SEC Network. I like South Carolina in this matchup. At 6 o'clock on the ESPNU, Wake Forest will be at University of Louisiana Monroe. I like ULM. On the Big Ten Network, you'll see Eastern Illinois at Minnesota. I like Minnesota in this matchup. And all 3 of these games will be on ESPN3.com. Howard and Arkin. I like Arkin. Presbyterian at Northern Illinois. I like Northern Illinois. And Chattanooga will be at Central Michigan. I like Central Michigan in that game. The 6:30 game will be Idaho State at Utah on the Pac-12 network. There are some 7 p.m. kickoffs on Thursday also. Tulsa will host Tulane on the CBS network. Boise State will be at 19th ranked Ole Miss in the Chick-fil-A Kickoff Classic. So Ole Miss and Boise and 19th ranked Ole Miss at the Chick-fil-A Kickoff Classic. And Cal Poly will be at New Mexico on ESPN3.com. I like New Mexico. At 8:15, after that Texas A&M South Carolina game, there will be one more game. Temple will be at Vandy on the NCC network. I'm going to go with Vandy in this one. At 9 o'clock, Rutgers will be at Washington State, live from Seattle. I'm going to go on Fox Sports 1. I'm going to go with Washington on this. Washington State. I think that the Leach now has his thing going on. He's going to start winning out there. North Dakota will be at San Jose State on ESPN3.com. I like San Jose State. After those two 9 o'clock games, there's also one final 9:30 game on the Pac-12 network. Weber State will be at 18th ranked Arizona State on the Pac-12 network. I'm going to go with Arizona State. On Friday, the first Friday of college football gets kicked off at 6 p.m. with Brigham Young will be at UConn, University of Connecticut, on ESPN. I like BYU. Villanova and Syracuse that one will start at 6:30 on ESPN3.com. As I said, Villanova and Syracuse. I like Syracuse. Also at 6:30 on the Big Ten Network, Jacksonville State will be at 8th ranked Michigan State. I like Michigan State in that one. 8 o'clock, UTSA, Texas San Antonio, will be at Houston on the ESPNU. I like Houston. And the battle for Colorado will be on Fox Sports 1. Colorado State and Colorado. From Denver, I like Colorado. 9:30, the final game for Friday, UNLV will be at Arizona on ESPN. I like Arizona. The first Saturday of college football. That should not only get you jacked, but also there's an early kickoff. 7:30 a.m. from Dublin, Ireland on ESPN2. Penn State will be playing University of Central Florida. I like Penn State in this matchup. I think that Penn State's got a new coach in, and Coach Franklin is going to get that thing rocking and rolling pretty early for them. 11 a.m. is the next kickoff. Delaware will be at Pittsburgh on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Pitt. On ESPN, number 7th ranked UCLA will be at Virginia on ESPN. I like number 7th ranked UCLA. And Youngstown State will be at Illinois on the Big Ten Network. Also, on ESPN News from the Big Ten, you'll see Indiana State and Indiana. On ESPN News, I like Indiana. The Big Ten Network, another Big 12 network, Big Ten Network game will be Northern Iowa at Iowa. I'm going to like Iowa in that one. Appalachian State at Michigan on ESPN2. I'm going to go with Michigan in that one. Another Big Ten team, the Ohio State University. They try to keep that winning streak going as they'll play Navy at Navy on CBS Sports Network. I'm going to go with the Ohio State. Western Michigan will be at Purdue on ESPNU. I like Purdue. And finally, on the SEC Network, Tennessee Martin will be at Kentucky. I like Kentucky. Good luck to Mark Stoops in that one, by the way. 11 a.m. Wofford will be at Georgia Tech on ESPN3.com. I like Georgia Tech. Also on ESPN3.com, Georgia Southern will be at NC State. I'm on ESPN3, as I said, .com. I'm going to go with NC State. 1 o'clock, there are a couple more ESPN3.com games, like Colgate at Ball State on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Ball State. and Nicholls State at Air Force on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Air Force. 2 o'clock. The 2 o'clock games in this one. Boston College will be at Massachusetts on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Boston College. The mirror game to the West Virginia-Alabama game will be Cal at Northwestern. Another big one on ABC ESPN2 mirror. I'm going to go with Cal on this. I like California. A Big Ten game. James Madison will play newcomer and will be at newcomer Maryland to the Big Ten on the Big Ten Network. I'm going to go with Maryland. Florida Atlantic will be at 22nd ranked Nebraska on a fellow Big Ten network. I'm going to go with Nebraska. Marshall will be at Miami of Ohio on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Miami of Ohio. Rice will be at 17th ranked Notre Dame on NBC. I'm going to go with Notre Dame. Danquise will be at Buffalo on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Buffalo. And San Diego State will be at Missouri on ESPNU. I'm going to go with Missouri. The 3 o'clock games on Saturday go as follows. William and Mary at Georgia Tech on ESPN News. I like Georgia Tech. Portland State will be at Oregon State on the Pac-12 network. I'm going to go with Oregon State. UC Davis will be at Stanford, 11th ranked Stanford. I'm going to go with the Pac-12 on the Pac-12 network. I'm going to stay with the Pac-12 and stick with Stanford. And finally, Arkansas will be at 5th ranked Auburn on the SEC network. Defending SEC champion Auburn and national championship runner-up. I'm going to stick with them. They won a lot of close games last year. Arkansas lost a lot of close games last year. I'm going to stick with the winning a lot of close games. Auburn in this particular game. But might be closer than the experts think. On ESPN, 16th ranked Clemson will be at 12th ranked Georgia on the ESPN networks. I'm going to go with Clemson on this. I think that Georgia's had their hype. They're coming back with a lot of players, I know, but still I think that that's a little too high for them because they've got to prove it first. Alon at Duke on ESPN3.com. You got to stick with Duke on that one at 5 o'clock, don't you? You got to at the 5 o'clock game. Another 5 o'clock game, Liberty will be at 23rd ranked North Carolina on ESPN3.com. Also on ESPN3.com, Morgan State and Eastern Michigan. I'm going to go with Eastern Michigan in that one. And on ESPN3.com also, the University of Ohio will be at Kent State. I'm going to go with Ohio. 6 o'clock games on Saturday. ESPN3.com has 3 games set for that kickoff time. Austin Peay at Memphis. I'm going to go with Memphis. Western Carolina at South Florida. I'm going to go with South Florida. And New Hampshire will be at Toledo on ESPN3.com. All those games on ESPN3.com. And I'm going to go with Toledo. CBS Sports Network will also have one of their games. Northern Arizona will be at San Diego State. I'm going to go with San Diego State in this one. ESPNU will also have a game. They'll have Florida and Idaho at Florida on the ESPNU. I'm going to go with Florida. And 3 more ESPN3.com games. Morgan State at Arizona State. I'm going to stick with Arkansas State. I'm going to stick with Arkansas State. Southern University at Louisiana Lafayette on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Louisiana Lafayette. And Arkansas Pine Bluff will be at Texas State on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Texas State. At 6:30 on Saturday night, SEC Network will have Southern Miss at Mississippi State. I'm going to go with Mississippi State. They will also on Fox have Fresno State at 15th ranked USC. I'm going to go on Fox. I'm going to go with USC. And North Carolina Central will be at Eastern Carolina on ESPN News. I'm going to go with Eastern Carolina. 8 o'clock on ESPN News, 14th ranked Wisconsin and 13th ranked LSU and the Texas Kickoff Classic from Houston. I'm going to go with LSU. 9:30, number 25th ranked Washington will be at Hawaii on CBS Network. I'm going to go with Washington. On the Pac-12 Network, also at 9:30, San Diego's South Dakota will be at 4th ranked Oregon. I'm going to go with Oregon. Sunday. Utah State will be at Tennessee on the SEC Network. I'm going to stick with Tennessee. And then Monday night college football. There's no pro Monday night football, but there's college Monday night football. And it will be Miami at Louisville on ESPN. I'm going to go with Louisville. All right, guys. Well, you know my picks, so you can take them or you can leave them. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got more videos coming. Y'all enjoy it. And as always, enjoy your college football weekend, everybody. I'm out.